Many people trying to manage diabetes focus only on cutting carbs. But what if the secret also lies in what you add to your plate? Salmon might just be the game changer. Rich in omega-3 fatty acids, high-quality protein, and vitamin D, it's not just a delicious fish, it's a powerhouse for reducing inflammation, boosting insulin sensitivity, and protecting your heart. Doctors love it, and your body will too. But what makes it stand out even more? Stay with me, because what comes next might surprise you. When it comes to managing diabetes, salmon isn't just another healthy food, it's a strategic ally. Let's break this down. Salmon is rich in long-chain omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid, and DHA, docosahexaenoic acid. These are not just buzzwords. These compounds have been shown in numerous studies, including those from the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, to help reduce inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity, and lower the risk of cardiovascular disease, a major concern for people living with diabetes. What makes this fish stand out is not just its nutrient profile, but how those nutrients interact with diabetic physiology. Chronic inflammation is one of the hidden drivers of insulin resistance. Salmon's omega-3s directly combat this. At the same time, it provides high-quality protein, which plays a crucial role in maintaining muscle mass and stabilizing blood sugar levels by slowing down digestion. That means fewer glucose spikes after meals, something anyone with diabetes can appreciate. Another point in salmon's favor is its vitamin D content. Vitamin D deficiencies are linked to insulin resistance and higher blood sugar levels. A 3.5-ounce, 100-gram serving of wild salmon can provide more than 100% of the recommended daily intake of vitamin D, supporting both immune function and glucose control. Salmon is also naturally low in carbohydrates and has a low glycemic impact, making it an ideal choice for anyone needing to stabilize their blood sugar. Plus, it's incredibly versatile in the kitchen, making it easier to include in your weekly routine without getting bored. For a simple, diabetes-friendly dish, try this. Place a salmon fillet on a baking tray, drizzle with olive oil, add a squeeze of lemon, sprinkle with chopped garlic, dill, and a pinch of sea salt. Bake at 375 dergau, 190 daik, for about 15-20 minutes. Serve with steamed broccoli and a small portion of quinoa for a balanced, blood sugar-friendly meal. And let's not forget how practical it is. Salmon is available in several forms: fresh, frozen, canned, even smoked, though one should watch the sodium content in the latter. Canned salmon can be a quick, affordable option, especially wild-caught varieties that still retain high omega-3 levels. Worried about mercury? Good news. Salmon, especially wild-caught and Alaskan varieties, tends to be low in mercury compared to larger fish like swordfish or tuna. This makes it safe to consume a few times per week without concern, according to the American Diabetes Association and the Environmental Defense Fund. 2 to 3 servings a week is optimal. From a lifestyle standpoint, including salmon regularly can be a powerful dietary shift. It's not about following a restrictive diabetic diet. It's about choosing smart, anti-inflammatory, nutrient-dense foods that help the body function better. For example, replacing red meat with salmon even just once or twice a week can help lower saturated fat intake and reduce the risk of complications. Some people might think eating salmon frequently is a luxury, but there are ways to make it work for any budget. Buying frozen fillets in bulk, looking for sales, or choosing canned options can make it more accessible. For those in the US, stores like Costco, Trader Joe's, and Walmart often carry affordable and high-quality salmon products. Let's talk about how this plays out in real life. Imagine a middle-aged man with type 2 diabetes. He's trying to lower his A1C and manage his weight. After replacing red meat dinners with baked salmon twice a week and focusing on whole grains and vegetables, not only did his glucose readings improve, but his cholesterol dropped too. His doctor noticed the difference in just 3 months. This kind of transformation isn't magic, it's nutrition science in action. Food choices shape our health, and with salmon, we're not just talking about preventing complications. We're talking about actively building a stronger, more resilient metabolism. Now, while salmon is undoubtedly a superstar, the story doesn't end here. There are other fish that offer surprising benefits, some of them even more nutrient-dense per ounce and far more budget-friendly. In fact, The next fish on our list is not only packed with omega-3s, but also brings an unexpected twist. It's tiny, affordable, and incredibly potent in supporting blood sugar regulation. So, if salmon has sparked your interest in making smarter choices for diabetes control, you'll definitely want to stick around. Because the next fish might just change everything you thought you knew about diabetes-friendly meals, and it might already be sitting in your pantry. At first glance, sardines may not seem like the obvious hero of a diabetes-friendly diet. They're small, packed in tins, and often overlooked in favor of trendier seafood. But don't let their size fool you. Sardines are a nutritional knockout, and for people managing diabetes, they may just be one of the most powerful allies on the shelf. Let's talk about their omega-3 content. These little fish are loaded with EPA and DHA, the same essential fatty acids found in salmon, but in some cases, even more concentrated. Just a 3.75-ounce, 106-gram can of sardines in oil delivers over 1,000 milligrams of omega-3s. These fatty acids have been proven to support insulin sensitivity and reduce chronic inflammation, two critical goals for diabetes management. But sardines don't stop at omega-3s. They're an excellent source of vitamin B12, essential for energy metabolism and nerve function, both of which can be compromised in people with diabetes. One can provide more than 100% of the daily value. Add to that a strong dose of selenium, which helps the body fight oxidative stress, and calcium, which supports bone health, especially important for aging adults with type 2 diabetes. And you start to see why sardines are in a league of their own. And here's something that often surprises people. Sardines are a fantastic source of coenzyme Q10, CoQ10. This powerful antioxidant supports mitochondrial function and energy production. And early research suggests it may play a role in improving glucose metabolism. For people who feel fatigued due to unstable blood sugar levels, this could be a game changer. Now, let's talk mercury. One concern with eating fish regularly is mercury exposure, but sardines are at the very bottom of the food chain. Because of their short lifespan, they don't accumulate high levels of toxins like mercury or PCBs. That makes them a safe, sustainable choice to enjoy multiple times per week without concern, perfect for those committed to long-term dietary changes. A clinical study published in Clinical Nutrition followed patients with type 2 diabetes who included sardines in their diet twice a week for a year. Results showed not only improved glucose control, but also reductions in triglyceride levels and an increase in HDL, the good cholesterol. That's a big deal, especially considering cardiovascular risk is a leading complication for diabetics. And the best part? Sardines are affordable and convenient. No fancy prep required. A simple, delicious idea. Mash sardines with a bit of mustard, chopped celery, and a squeeze of lemon, then spread on whole grain toast or eat it wrapped in lettuce leaves for a low-carb snack. They pair beautifully with avocado, another diabetes-friendly food, creating a blood sugar stabilizing meal packed with protein, healthy fats, and fiber. For families on a budget or those looking for portable protein options, sardines are a dream. In the US, you can find them in most grocery stores, Trader Joe's, Walmart, Whole Foods, often for less than $2 per can. There's no need for refrigeration, and they have a long shelf life, which makes them perfect for emergency snacks or quick lunches. But let's not ignore the elephant in the room, the taste. Sardines have a distinct flavor that can take some getting used to. For those new to them, start by mixing them into dishes with bold flavors, like tomato-based sauces, or with garlic, olives, and herbs. You'll be surprised at how easily they blend in while still offering all their nutritional punch. Now imagine someone living with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes, always hungry, struggling with mid-afternoon crashes. They start incorporating sardines as a protein-rich snack. Suddenly, their energy lasts longer, cravings drop, and post-meal blood sugar stays within range. It's not a coincidence. It's the metabolic stability that sardines help support. So, while they may not have the popularity of salmon or the elegance of sea bass, sardines have something even more powerful: nutritional density, affordability, safety, and scientific backing. And for those serious about reversing insulin resistance and stabilizing glucose, that's a package worth unwrapping. Still, if sardines have surprised you so far, wait until you meet the next fish in our lineup. It's a southern favorite, often misunderstood, but quietly recommended by many doctors for its impressive nutritional profile. With the right preparation, it turns into a lean, diabetes-friendly dish that could easily become a household staple. Catfish might not be the first fish that comes to mind when planning a diabetes-friendly diet, but it's time to give this southern staple the credit it deserves. Often associated with deep-fried comfort food, catfish actually holds an impressive nutritional profile, especially when cooked the right way. And yes, many doctors are on board with including this fish in a balanced plan for better blood sugar control. Let's start with the basics. U.S. farm-raised catfish is low in saturated fat, high in protein, and contains essential nutrients like vitamin B12, phosphorus, and selenium. It's a lean source of protein, with about 18 grams per 3-ounce serving and virtually zero carbohydrates, making it ideal for stabilizing blood glucose levels. Lean proteins like this are crucial because they don't spike insulin and can help preserve muscle mass, particularly important for individuals with type 2 diabetes, trying to lose fat but not muscle. Another plus, catfish has a mild flavor, which makes it easy to season and versatile in recipes. Whether grilled, baked, or air-fried, it absorbs herbs, spices, and marinades beautifully. Think garlic, lemon, paprika, and a touch of olive oil. Skip the flour and skip the fryer, and what you get is a heart-healthy, diabetes-supportive meal. 1. Concern people sometimes raise is whether catfish is clean or healthy compared to ocean fish. But when it comes to U.S. farm-raised catfish, especially from states like Mississippi, Alabama, and Arkansas, it's actually among the safest and most regulated fish available. The USDA oversees its production, and these farms are required to maintain clean water systems and feed the fish a plant-based diet, reducing the risk of contaminants. Plus, catfish is low in mercury, which makes it a safe option for regular consumption. Now, here's a powerful bonus: selenium. Catfish is rich in this antioxidant mineral, which helps protect the body against oxidative stress, a key issue in diabetes-related complications. Oxidative stress damages cells and is linked to everything from insulin resistance to heart disease. So, when you include selenium-rich foods like catfish, you're not just filling your belly, you're fortifying your entire system. Let's make it real. Imagine a busy mom in Georgia managing gestational diabetes. Between work and kids, she's looking for quick meals that won't derail her blood sugar. She starts baking catfish fillets with lemon and herbs a couple of nights a week. Not only does she enjoy a delicious meal, but she notices fewer glucose spikes, better energy, and even her doctor comments on improved numbers. That's the power of choosing nutrient-dense, low-glycemic foods. What about cholesterol, though? Some people with diabetes worry about fish and cholesterol levels. The truth is, replacing red or processed meats with lean fish like catfish has been shown to lower LDL, bad cholesterol, and raise HDL, good cholesterol. So not only is it safe, it may actually be beneficial for your lipid profile, which is crucial when managing diabetes-related cardiovascular risk. Budget-wise, catfish is one of the most accessible fish options in the U.S. It's widely available in grocery stores, especially in the South, and is often more affordable than salmon or sea bass. And because it freezes well, buying in bulk becomes a smart and economical strategy. Just thaw, season, and bake for an easy, quick dinner. From a culinary perspective, catfish opens doors. For a Southern-style twist, coat a catfish fillet in myrrh, almond flour, smoked paprika, and cayenne, then pan-sear it in avocado oil for a crispy, low-carb delight. Serve it with a side of sautéed greens and roasted sweet potatoes for a balanced, colorful, and blood sugar-friendly plate. Beyond dinner, catfish can even be part of a healthy lunch routine. Leftovers work great in salads, wraps, or grain bowls. It's a flexible protein that works hard behind the scenes to support your metabolism, reduce inflammation, and keep your glucose steady throughout the day. Catfish proves that good-for-you food doesn't have to be exotic, expensive, or bland. It can be rooted in local culture, rich in nutrients, and aligned with modern science. The key lies in how it's prepared. By moving away from fried and toward grilled or baked, catfish transforms from comfort food to functional food, without losing its soul. And here's something to chew on. If salmon is the brainy cousin and sardines are the pocket-sized powerhouse, catfish is the down-to-earth, dependable friend. It's humble, hearty, and, when used right, surprisingly sophisticated. But if you think catfish is where the story ends, think again. Because combining these diabetes-friendly fish with other foods, routines, and habits can unlock even more benefits. What happens when you start building meals that balance flavor, fiber, and function? That's what we're diving into next, and it might just reshape the way you approach your health from the ground up.